Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some really crazy PlayStation drama, and I kind of want to go and talk about it just because, number one, we're all very gossipy people. I think we'd all kind of agree on that one. But number two is this actually kind of really big regards to one of PlayStation's IPs, and everything on the entire internet is blowing up. Now, this is a little bit more, I guess, of like a scrubbing adjacent type commentary stuff where I actually have a lot of friends in the Destiny community, and it's also a very specific Destiny drama, but it's some kind of juicy stuff, and also might be related towards how some companies actually might be addressing internal leaks, as well as also kind of dealing with the public outlash, and just a lot of kind of crazy gaming drama to fill you guys in for, I don't know, like your lovely Sunday gossip brunch. So this is for all the boys out there who just appreciate some good juicy drama. So if any of you guys are brand new, before we dive on in, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below in case you guys want to go and follow. We have all the Amazon links too as well. And for some odd reason, I'm quite literally watching a cat girl in the background as I'm doing this video, going and trying to solve a random murder about someone trying to find hats. God only knows what I'm doing in my spare time, but you want to know what? At least I'm having fun doing it. So, very first and foremost, in case you guys do not know, when it comes to PlayStation and Sony, there is basically a big buyout that happened with Bungie, one of the biggest, video game makers out there, for Destiny 2. And so far, the entire Destiny 2 community, and basically PlayStation community, they bought out, the game itself, have been going extremely crazy. Right now, there's been a huge, massive gaming leak over here called Ekuegan. Basically, it was like a streamer content creator who literally got fully banned from Destiny from leaking all this information. And right now, the whole community is all up in arms, mainly because this guy has literally now lost his job as like a Destiny content creator, but as well, they were trying to go give out information to the community. They're trying to go and deny the fact that this actually was to them. And right now, it's kind of like a really big community toss-up where everything is all over the place. So the alleged Destiny 2 leaker, someone out here who's giving a lot of information, kind of giving people like updates and future things coming, was apparently a well-known streamer known as Ekuegan over here. Now, as of right now, he has been denying that this was him. Right now, I don't think there's like a full-on 100% statement, but we want to go and say that Bungie did go and publicly address this, and everything's been kind of going all over the place. It's been some really big drama. So basically, things have taken a turn in the Destiny 2 leak saga, were a presentation from an internal Bungie community summit. And if you guys don't know, basically Bungie for Destiny 2, a lot of the times we'll go and play, like basically have these organizations. They'll invite over like content creators or streamers or people who like beat the raid really quickly, really high level players, to be like, hey, we want to go and change like the PvE. We want to maybe add a new strike. We want to maybe add a new raid. We want to maybe add new characters, mechanics, guns, like change up competitive this way, whatever. Do you guys want to go play test it? Do you want to give internal feedback? Do you think your own community would like it? You as a content creator, would you like it? And kind of had a lot of like these individual conversations where they get invited on over to just basically have a big NDA, and they just have a chance to go and test out and try to make the game a little bit better. As of right now, Bungie actually said publicly, as of Friday, that the leak from a recent summit over here was from a trusted summit attendee. So regards now for the season 21, and basically a lot of folks are kind of calling this on out. They go and say community interaction engagement is central to Bungie and our games. For years, we've invited creators and other members of the community to confidently submit, confidentiality summits to provide feedback on the future of Destiny. It's a beloved part of the process, but relies heavily on trust, because you can't just go leak out what they're planning on doing. That kind of ruins like pre-sales, might even ruin real sales, and might also make the community not hyped up for it, or as well, people might not actually have the full context for certain situations and might get upset. Some breaches of this trust could result in our inability to hold more summits. We take these breaches extremely seriously, and we're taking actions to reinforce our policies with those invited to these internal meetings. So basically, they had a chance now to have these leaks come out. People have talked about this, Bungie themselves made statements on this, and they don't want this stuff to be small. Even other people are saying like the industry is small, we move studios, we work agencies, word spread. So basically, if you're kind of like burning this big Destiny bridge, or even PlayStation bridges or other NDA bridges, then people are not going to be very happy. So as of right now, basically Bungie called up these people like publicly, which actually might have been this Ekuegan guy. So in a DM conversation, at least with him with Paul, because Paul's involved in the Destiny community, Ekuegan confirmed that he has been accused of being the source of the leak by Bungie. Ekuegan is a high-profile Destiny 2 streamer and YouTuber who is famous for having run over 6,000 Grandmaster Nightfalls, like just really high-end activity for the game, and they actually had a chance to even be interviewed before, and people have like mentioned him. He's kind of well-known in the community. I've even seen other folks in my little circle, from people I've played and met, that are basically like, yeah, like I've met the guy, I've talked with the guy, and he has a good vibe. I myself never have, but if my friends who I know are good people are saying he might be good, then I gotta give him a little bit of a roundup. Granted, he could still be a leaker, we don't know the full situation on this. I mean, maybe Bungie knows more than us, but everything else that I've seen going around, he seems like a cool dude, or at least people can vouch for him that I think are cool myself. But with all this drama, this same person who's been getting called out by Bungie is basically going and making like public statements stating he will never be playing Destiny 2 going forward. Most likely that he probably maybe got banned from the game or banned from like the community, and well, Bungie may not be happy or might even be suing him. Like you never actually fully know until like official statements come out, because an NDA breach can be very big, and we also have been seeing Bungie themselves going after like content creators, fake YouTubers, people trying to promote out cheating especially, and people trying to shut down like these cheating websites, especially when it comes on Bungie's side. Like they're trying to protect their IP and protect their business. And as well, like no company ever has to do this. To kind of give Bungie's perspective as a bigger company, they do not need to go and like invite people in the community or YouTubers or streamers or whoever to go and like see the game. Like it's almost like an honor and special privilege, and people do need to go and follow that NDA very quickly. So basically for this, on this one on Friday, hours before Bungie's tweet, Ekuegan abruptly announced he would actually not be playing the game itself going forward, and made an offhand comment about how the studio made a decision before deleting a number of his own VODs that led someone to suspect it was him. So basically people are like, hey, why is this guy trying to delete evidence? What's going on here? What's going on with the situation? What's going on in general? We don't really know. So basically that led to a lot of folks kind of assuming it was him based on this like statement and all the comments too as well. And this morning he also denied being the leaker in a series of tweets too as well, with a lot of these replies a lot. So right now a lot of the community is kind of like scared because no one really knows what's going on. And this is basically Bungie being like, we're going to change a lot of different policies. We're going to be changing up how we're going to be doing these things. And right now they're basically, at this point, it kind of seems like he might even be banned from the game itself, because it's very strange to abruptly not have a chance to go play or want to play the game too as well. So he did go, this is confirmed. The person did go and attend this like actual summit in question, and he's been to apparently 4 summits in total, invited more as like a PvE player, and he's now been banned apparently from now with Destiny 2. So like he's quite literally banned from the game itself, and Bungie will no longer be collaborating with him, but they said they consider the matter closed and would not be pursuing legal actions against him at this time for breaking the NDA, which is also one of the crazier things out here. So he could have actually been sued. Like at this point, he could have been actually 1000% fully sued in the first place, which is nuts to go and see. So by basically, like Ekuegan has said publicly, privately, he vehemently denies being the leaker. The first thing he said when I contacted him, this is for Paul himself, was that he was being framed. And a consistent thing he kept bringing up in our conversation was something I imagine most people are asking, why would he do this? I'm in so many NDAs at the moment, why would I breach any? It's part of the job, Ekuegan just said. I spent 14,000 hours on this game, multiple hours helping people in Grand Masters. Bungie told him they confirmed it was him by matching desktop icons from his own home screen, frequently displayed on his stream. Ekuegan remains that he did not take any photos and believes someone from the leak's Discord may have tracked his icons onto the photos to point a finger at him. He denies knowing Freezing Dart, the Discord user who was sharing the information from the summit itself. So basically, these were actually like Discord leaks that were making their way around here. So one of the screenshots does in fact actually match one of the icons from his PC, and it's apparent someone first recorded the showcase and was playing it back on the PC to take photos of the relevant slides. He also maintains he did not do this though. There's so many screenshots, bro. I've never taken a picture in my life. Shoot, my phone can be audited for God's sake. I would have just screenshotted my computer. I use snipping tools for that, he said. And regardless of his claims, he's the one that Bungie has identified as the source of the leak. And as of right now, they're not pursuing any other leaks, any other sources, or whatever it may go and be for this one. So it's kind of crazy because he's basically trying to go and say like, hey, I was not involved with this. I was not leaking this stuff. But it kind of does kind of seem like some of the Bungie evidence, at least for like them as a company, are kind of being pretty hardcore, saying like, yeah, it seems like it came from this person. So it's kind of weird because if I was in his case and I did not do that, like with 100% being in my soul, and I knew I did not, I'd be very upset. I wouldn't want people making allegations about me or assuming this because, well, you're probably a good dude and you're maybe losing your job or potential future income or whatever it might be. But if Bungie as a company kind of has like a lot of proof on this and they're kind of saying like, hey, like, bro, like this kind of seems very, 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 very suspicious, and it may just be best for us to part our ways and kind of move on from life, which I could completely understand too as well on Bungie's perspective. But it's kind of crazy because a lot of folks are bringing this up too as well. Some people are being like, yeah, this is gross. Some people are defending him too as well, and he's being defamed. And like a lot of people are just all over the place. Some people are saying here's fine. Some people are saying he's not. There's kind of a little bit of a Destiny kind of big backlash and such. And it does kind of seem like PlayStation might be, well, number one, in big drama with this, just because they don't really know what's going to happen next. And the public is completely out here and talking about this stuff. But part two is that, well, people don't necessarily know what's real and what's not, and we're maybe gonna never even have a chance to know in the future. But kind of a crazy story nonetheless. I guess good wishes to the guy, and if he did or does not, I hope he could find some proof and clear up his name, or as well, hopefully he has good success in future games, because a lot of folks in my circle have said he's actually a pretty cool dude. So maybe a big thumbs up to them, and thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow. All the Amazon links too, and I'll have another video up for you guys up in a little bit, and I'll see you guys very soon.